trailer is done. I'm at Ober's Kitchener. So they did the inspection. I was checking that enclosure where you put the inspection and I found this. Turns out I have a Fontaine owner's guide. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, basically that's where you keep your, proof of inspection, and the actual sticker goes in here. And so let's see, I asked him to do the inspection, and part of that was also they did the grease, and I asked him to fix this. So that was the best they could do. It's still bent, but not as bad as before. And they said, I asked them to look into that drain valve. And my wheels are this one. And they said there's a screen in here. You know, the guy says you should do it once in a while. He says you should open this, like, unscrew it, and he says there's a screen in there, and that little screen gets dirty, and so the air was very slow in coming out, right? And before I came here, I went back to Fleet Image and Air, and we redid all dark red signs. I told them I don't like that font impact, it's hard to read, so I said I want to use something I found online. It's called Compacta, and I said the color, I wanted orange, and then they showed me yellow, and I said yeah, let's do it. And we also would change the town name. I said I want it smaller and use the same typeface as for the DOT number and my legal name. So that's legal name, this is trade name. And they suggested, I didn't even ask for this, they said let's change the unit number, so they match. So now unit number and the trade name is one color, and town name, DOT number, and legal name is white. And I think now it looks pretty good. Yeah, that yellow really pops on a dark gray surface. Alright, so let's hook up now. So I dropped my suspension. I should be able to re-hook back to it. And then remove the blocks. And the last thing I have to do is, since they replaced the tires, They gave me a little ticket, Keltai in Cambridge. They gave me a little, you know, retorque thing. So I gotta go there and they'll retorque wheels for free. And then so also yesterday I signed up for 407. Okay, wait a second. I keep forgetting to lock that little second camera. So yeah, I signed up for a 407 toll highway here. So they're gonna send me a transponder, like big trucks need a transponder to travel on 407, but it's expensive, but it bypasses all the bad areas around Toronto. It's very useful. Like, you know, if this is me over here, Cambridge, this is Toronto, and I often have to go north, and 407 goes like this, so it bypasses everything. And you do pay, especially during rush hour. It's more expensive than in the States, but very useful. And I waited actually until I have my own plate, because they're asking for the cap card and, you know, who's the owner is, the owner of the plate. And so I put the application through the web, and also I managed to transfer the transponder, the windshield transponder for customs. Now it's in my name, and it's still valid till the last day of December. And I've been drinking I don't know, pails of tea, hot tea, so you see my voice is getting better. And so basically all I need now, the factoring company still works on my application. I don't want to take any loads until I have the approval that, you know, factoring process is set up. And I still need those stickers for the border. I think they should be ready today. Today's Tuesday. And then oh, and my annual permit. I applied for Ontario annual permit, I think like a week ago. I don't have it, but I'm set up with a factoring with a permit company, right? So they can give me a, you know, temporary permit for Ontario if my first load will be an oversized load. Okay, so let's hook up and then go torque the wheels and go check on the stickers. And then later, yeah, I will call the factoring company, see if they need any documents for me to set to, because yesterday they wanted to have a copy of insurance. So I did that. So stay tuned. I like the new signs very much. And speaking about the price, I didn't get it all for free, but they give me a 50% discount, and this time it was the total was like 150 bucks Canadian. So I paid $75, and basically they said, we pay half, you pay half, and that was fair because you know, they do use labor, they do use materials. And just got a call from the print shop that my stickers are ready. So the last thing I need to do is get the factoring company to issue me, give me a green light. And last thing I wanted to mention is that this bill for the annual inspection. Oh, this guy coming in. I hope I'm not on the way. That's kind of like a weird radiator on that Western Star. Anyway, the bill for this thing, for annual inspection, and they straightened the lip on the ramp, and they cleaned the that valve And I look at the bill, it says 700 Canadian dollars. And I'm like, how is that possible? And of course they charge me $45 for shop supplies, and then there's $80 tax. Super expensive, but these guys are good, you know. And I said, I'm happy that I don't have to see your faces until the next year for another annual inspection. All right. And I'm just outside the print shop in Cambridge, just picked up my stickers. So basically it's in, you can get them in a roll, but I chose to go with the more familiar kind of like pages, you know. And they all have a number and they have my code. And so these are US, and then this is Canada. I go back into Canada. Pies and paps. Even though technically, if you check with customs online, they say that these are, you know, outdated, because now we're using ACI and ACE, electronic manifest, and that's how we used to cross before. Like before, all you had to do was put the sticker on your customs invoice and send it to the broker, and then basically the broker took care of everything else. And then they came up with this pre-arrival system. Actually, wait, this was pre-arrival system. Yeah, it was just PAPS. When you go into US, you put the sticker, and PARS was when you were going to Canada. It was so simple, and it worked. I don't know why they, I guess they wanted to make it secure, more secure, but I remember the first few months, or probably even the first year, it was a nightmare, you know, because there's so many trucks crossing, and their computer systems just couldn't support it, you know, like, because it's an amazing amount of transactions, you know, like every day, trucks going in, going out, and it was very bad. But now at least it works. You see, so now we use the same stickers, only now we don't use them to for crossing. We just use them for reference, to create a reference number for a particular shipment, and then we do ACE and ACI. So anyway, it's a complicated system, but you cannot cross the border without this stuff. And I ordered only 500, so she didn't charge me like, she said 100 originally, $100 Canadian for a set of stickers. I said, I don't need that many, you know, like each sticker it's one shipment. Like how many shipments I'm gonna have a month? Like maybe 10, you know, maybe 8. This will last me like for 5 years, you know. She gave me 500 stickers for Canada, 500 stickers for US. Like I have one truck, come on lady. And so yeah, it was $50 deposit, and just now I paid 60. Okay, I also received an email today. I complained to MTO, Ministry of Transportation. I said, I'm just checking, did you guys receive my stuff? Basically, what the heck is going on? Where's my annual permit? And they responded by email, oh, it takes, you know, 10 to 15 business days. So basically, keep your shirt on. And they said, by the way, you didn't fill up this form. So she sends me a page of something I forgot to put a check mark in some boxes. So now I printed it out. I'm gonna go and email it to them, and it's already what's the time here? 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, oh yeah, 5 to 12. And I discovered a secret, a very well hidden secret. There's a new restaurant in Cambridge that has an Indian food buffet. And if you go there, and they open at 11, and if you go there around like 2 or 3, you know, the trays are almost half empty, and the meat is no good because people just pick the best meat. Like they have this goat meat and the sauce in there. So I went there yesterday, like around this time, and there was so much meat in there in the tray because I guess, you know, they just opened. And so that's the restaurant is called Royal Indian Buffet and Sweets. And so that's the secret. That's my plan. Now I'll go and have some nice lunch with spicy Indian food. Thanks for watching.